Okay. Some years ago, I was in charge of a scholarship program, which was administered by the Center for International Education and Development at Georgetown University, funded by USAID. I think it was to counterbalance the fact that the Soviets used to give scholarships to students from all over the world. So while preparing the students to go to the US for 2 years and then return home, I had to help them to prepare for this new experience, which included things like many of these people were going to colleges in the Midwest, which were then internationalizing their programs. There are two things I think, no, more than two things which I try to impress on the students by way of preparation. First of all, they needed to take photographs and information about themselves and the country from which they came without any sense of embarrassment, shame, or fear. We're as good as everybody else is, and this is what we're going to do. Because there were bright students who just were poor. Secondly, I had to explain that there may seem to be a kind of informality and welcome. But when a white person says, call me John, it doesn't mean you're my friend. You will never go to John's house probably. And if you're fortunate, you may go to John's, you have a meet at a restaurant. Quite possibly John can see you on the street and ignore you. So it is about really trying to understand what this warm greeting really means. Thirdly, it is about going to learn all you can learn and recognize you're there for a purpose and try not to get lost in the shopping and those kinds of things. Shop till you drop and a kind of materialist notion. Because from what I can see, even if you're a Black billionaire, stuff could really also still happen to you. So, I was going to say something else, but also we need to look at the whole business about what we learn from travel and open our minds to opportunities, read, be informed about what this new country can be. Because you see, sometimes we are so fast running from where we're coming from that we jump into the fire when we go on the other end. We also have to respect who we are and what we bring to the world. And this is something that many people only learn when they go away because they have been so brainwashed. The programming, the media, the movies, the whatever about these places just go down the streets and wow, it's going to be so fantastic. And people are going to have to recognize that that is not really so. Also to learn to respect the other Black people you meet who may have had a completely different experience. And so that is why the Pan-Africanists have really grown, some of them in universities where they went to, and also just learning to respect people. It would be very unfortunate if our views that we would take on the stereotypes of other Black people that the dominant hegemonic view holds, because that's very unhealthy, because we too are just like those other people. These are then some of the challenges that people face. And one of the most important ways is to maintain the bridges to your homeland, your original homeland. Some people visit, some people are involved in all kinds of social and economic activities, but it's always to have a picture of the people and the place from which you have come, because it's a place which requires respect, your respect and the respect of the other people. And so I think that bridge building is important, travel is important, reading, and also being willing to challenge some of the ideas which are thrown at you, which you need to challenge, to think about really. Is this who I am? What is good about me and where I've come from? Without any sense of shame or regret or anything like that.